Right now, we're in the middle of our second date update where we're trying to help Andrew get set back up on another date with Shauna. But this is a little different than normal second date updates.
Well, yeah, because they've been hanging out for over like a month. He's already at the point where he texts her right away in the morning. He texts her at night before he goes to bed. And he said everything was going good. They've shared a couple of kisses.
But things have just dropped off.
Right. Like, weird.
So Kevin was able to get her on the phone for us, and we have her on hold. Let's bring her back on right now. Shauna, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, Shauna. Thanks for agreeing to do this. I know this is weird, but we wanted to talk to you about this guy, Andrew. Would that be okay if we talk to you on the air?
I mean, I guess, like, ridiculous, but what's going on?
Okay. It is a little ridiculous, but we want to know what's going on with you guys, because we heard you guys have been hanging out for a while now and been texting quite a bit and having some good dates, but things have just dropped off between the two of you. He doesn't know why the communication has stopped, and we were just trying to figure out what's up. So is there a reason?
I saw a red flag, and I'm like, it really threw me off, and I wanted like a little bit of time to think about it, and I'm just not cool with it.
Okay, can we ask what that red flag was?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't want to get into it. Did he tell you he has a kid?
He did not tell us he had a kid.
Yeah, well, and like, it's cool. Like, I've dated people with kids, like, whatever, but it's like he's trying to make me his babysitter.
How so?
He asked you to babysit?
Yeah, so like he was running late to an appointment and asked if I could just like watch his kid for a couple of hours, and like that really threw me off because like I haven't met this kid. Like, what kind of dad does that? Like, leave their kid with someone who's a stranger to the kid, you know?
Yeah.
So I just found it like super inappropriate, and like that it was overstepping, and like I just haven't talked to him since.
How old is this kid? Did you know?
10.
10. Okay.
Okay.
And you have never met him,
right? Like, I don't know. Maybe if I knew him and we had been dating longer, like that would be one thing. But it's just such a like gross thing to like pawn off babysitting on someone you're dating with. Like, I'm here to date him, not to be babysitter to his kid, you know?
I get it.
I get that.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you said no to that, right?
Yeah, I said no.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the deal, Shauna. We have Andrew on the phone. He did not tell us that part of things. So we want to bring him back on if that's cool. Can we talk to him and see if we can talk this out a little bit?
Fine. Whatever.
Okay. Thank you.
Oops.
Andrew.
Okay, Shauna, listen, you're acting like we went out one time and I asked you to babysit. That's not true. I know you very well. I mean, we've been texting for a month, and yeah, you hadn't met my son yet, but I was going to introduce you guys, and you know, I mean, I was gone for just a couple hours. Like, you could have just took him to get some ice cream, and that's it.
Yeah, but like that's not the way, right? Like, the first time you meet someone's kid when you're dating, like, you should be there. Because, like, yeah, we've been seeing each other a month, but, like, you don't know me. And you're just going to leave me with your kid? Like, I'm not your babysitter, and I don't know your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm telling you guys would have got along just fine. And I was kind of in a bind and had no one to watch him. So I just figured I'd talk to somebody that, you know, at least I know you better
not
than
having
a
someone to
total
watch
stranger.
is not my problem. That's something you need to figure out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, normally he'd be with his mom, but she just wasn't available, and she wasn't, like, you know, being helpful. So, you know, I just reached out to you.
Again, it's just not my problem, and it is, like, super inappropriate to ask.
Yeah, Andrew, it is kind of a big thing to ask somebody that has not met him, for one, and also, you know, you guys still are pretty early on in your dating life here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like we had been talking well enough and everything was going fine. I guess just my level of trust was higher at this point. So I didn't, and like I said, it's not like I was gone all day. It was just like literally a couple of hours.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I reached out to a lot of people, honestly, you know?
So he was in a bind. He asked her to watch his kid for a couple hours. Not
Yeah,
good.
no, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. And like, I just see how this is going to go, right? Like, I see me becoming de facto babysitter. Like, I've got a lot going on. It's just not something that I can do.
Okay. Is this going to be a deal
not-
breaker for you, though? I mean, or if Andrew understands that boundary, would you be willing to go back out with him?
It's a deal breaker. Like, I just see where it's going. I think it's better to just.
Wow.
I mean, come on, Shauna. Like a whole month thrown away just because of that?
I mean, like, better a month than like multiple months. It's just that's not what I'm looking for.
All right. Well, Shauna, thank you for your time this morning. Andrew, sorry it's not the answer you were looking for. I wish you both luck. You guys have a great day, okay?
All right, you too.
Yeah, big ask right there.
Yeah, that is.
Especially if she had not met the kid before. It'd be one thing if you're like, oh, yeah, we've met several times. We've hung out, all three of us or whatever. And it's like, a comfortable thing. But that would just be an awkward situation to be in if she would have said yes.
It is. I mean, I kind of understand where he was coming from, though. He was in a bind. They've been talking for a month. I can kind of see where he's like, probably wouldn't be a big deal. It's just like, hey, and he's 10 years old. He probably sits and plays on an iPad all day anyway, so it's not like she had to do a lot, just an adult to be there.
Yeah, just still kind of an awkward situation. Where are you at on this? Would this have been a deal breaker for you? 800-992-1099, 800-992-1099.